Hello, my dear students. Today I'm going to tell you how to attempt this question paper is May, June 2016. You already have the files in your WhatsApp group. So first of all, what you have to do is task one is evidence document. In evidence document, all you have to do is that where you have saved your files from there, you just open the evidence document. So I've already opened the evidence document. The other thing is, secondly, you have to place your name, center number, and candidate number in the header. It's already written over here. So in order to open the header, you go to insert, go to header, select the 3 columns. Okay, and on the left side, write down your name, center number, and candidate number, and just remove the placeholders from here. These are called the placeholders. Then you close header and footer. Next thing in the evidence document is that save this evidence document as a word processed document with the file name. The file name they have given 1631 evidence and with your candidate number. So you go to open your this evidence document, go to file, save as, and in the same folder, you save it with the name of evidence, your candidate number, and save as type should always be Word document. Make sure that it is not RTF file. It is a Word document. This is the requirement. So you're done with this. Then next task 2 is you have to create a new folder 1631 underscore HTML. Locate the following files, place them in your folder. You have already done that in your class. You have to create a folder with the given name and then copy and paste the files in the given folder. Okay, next thing is that you have to open the style sheet in a suitable software package. Now for all your past papers, the suitable software package we are using is Dreamweaver. So you open Dreamweaver, go to File, click on Open, and you have to open the style sheet 1631. So these are the past papers. I'm going to go to 2016 P3. I'm going to look for my folder. This is the folder. Okay, from here I have to open the style sheet. Okay, open. So we have discussed this, that this style sheet has number of errors because because they have defined table THTD border width and is equal to 4 pixels. Now, if you look at the paper, it says that when you have opened the style sheet, this style sheet must work in any browser. Means that your web page should open or load in any browser, or color code should be hexadecimal. Make sure your style sheet contains no HTML. The specifications for this style sheets are table. Now this table H1, H2, P and body, these are the tag names. Grid lines are the properties, and over here in the third column are the values. Now when it says that all grid line solids, internal grid lines 1 pixel thick and external grid lines 2 pixels thick. Internal grid lines are not included in the table tag. They should be included in the TD tag. For table tag, because when you mention or write down external grid lines. This means the external border of the table. The internal border of the table, which are called internal grid lines, are mentioned in the TD tag. We can't do them in the table tag. Next point is that all borders should be collapsed. So in the Dreamweaver, the first step is, first of all, you should know what is wrong with this style sheet. Whenever a style sheet is given and it is mentioned that you have to find out the different errors in the style sheet, just locate the errors and then delete the style sheet, just the contents of the style sheet, and then start creating or entering new tags which are given in the question paper. Now in this table tag is okay, we are fine with the table tag, but there is no mention of TH tag, table header. Then there is also TD tag. So first error is that TH tag is not required. Second error is the border width. There shouldn't be, for border width, there shouldn't be is equal to sign. Whenever we mention a value with a property of the tag, we put a colon sign. Okay. And then the next error is that never write pixels, Pixels. Just mention PX. Okay. And the fourth error is that number of tags are not mentioned. So if you see only table tag and TD tag is mentioned in the style sheet, H1, H2, P and body tags are not mentioned in the style sheet. So once you have written down about the errors, you just delete this. Okay. And now you are going to insert the table tag. So in the selectors, you see, now this is CSS Designer. If you can't see this, then first of all, while creating a style sheet or editing a style sheet, go to Windows and then click on CSS Designer. Now in this panel, you can see selectors. Selectors are where you enter the tags. You click on the plus sign and enter table, TABLE. Now our selector is table. Okay. Once you have mentioned the selector, what you have to do is selector. There should be a list. Yes, table. So once you have selected table, click on outside this window. Click on the blank style sheet. When you will click on the blank area outside this, then you will be able to see all the properties of the table tag. Okay, and this is the, if you can see at the top, second column of this window, these are the properties. Now, below this is tag for the layout, different options or different values of layout, different values for text, values for border, and different values for background. Right now, we are concerned with borders. Why? Because in the question paper, it says that the external grid line should be 2 pixels thick. They should be, and also they should be collapsed. And the third point is that all grid lines, whether they're internal or external, they should be solid. So in Dreamweaver, when we are in border, we click in front of width, and we are going to use PX, pixels. Then click on this text box again and make it 2 pixels. Okay. Style, click on style. Now, when you will click on border style, you will get these different options for border styles. In the paper, it's given solid, so you are going to select solid. Color, we can change the color of the border from here, but since it's not given in the paper, so we will leave this. Next was border collapse. If you come down, you will see the option of border collapse, and in front of border collapse, there are values, collapse, and separate. Right now, we have been told in the paper that the border collapse should it should have the value. Border collapse is the property, okay, of the table. It should have the value collapse. So select collapse. Since this is done, then you go back to the selector again, add the selector TD. Why TD over here? Since it's not mentioned in the table, in the question paper, TDY because of the internal grid lines. Whenever there are internal grid lines, examiner will not mention the TD tag. You have to, know yourself that internal grid lines are only, we can only, select them inside the TD tag. They are the internal grid lines are the property of the TD tag. So TD tag, then we go to the properties. TD tag is selected, go to the properties. From the properties, go to border. From here, the same thing, only the width. Now it should be in pixels, and the width of the internal border is 1. Type in 1px. Style will remain the same. Click on this, you will get solid. You have to click in front of style to get this list of different styles. Click on solid. So we don't want color, so we will not deal with color right now. Come down to border collapse, and the value will be collapse. Okay, so we are done with borders of table. All the grid lines, we have mentioned them as solid. Internal 1 pixel thick, solid and collapsed. External grid lines 2 pixels thick, solid and collapsed. Headers, no table header details are given. So you are going to move to the next tab, and that is H1. Now in H1, color is mentioned and font is mentioned. Now the color, whenever you are writing the color or defining the color in hexadecimal code, you are going to go by the format of red, green, and blue. Sometimes in papers, the examiners, they jumble the color codes. But whenever you mention, you are never going to leave the format of RGB. Right now, color of H1 is 33, green is 0, 10 means 00, it will make no difference, and blue is 66. So coming back to the style sheet, selector, plus sign, click on the plus sign, selector is H1, selector means your tag. You click on H1, click outside, okay, again click on H1. Now in the properties, click on text. Why on text? Because H1 are the headings and headings are text. So click on text, you will get all the properties of H1. Color, over here you just click in front of the color, put a hashtag, then 33 for red, for green it was 0, we will type in 00, and for blue it was 66, so we will type in 66. Font family, okay, font family, our first choice for the font family is Helvetica New. So first of all, we are going to look for this font face, the family sans serif font. I've told you all the fonts lie under two families, serif or sans serif. Okay, now serif font has mm, carved edges. Okay, but the sans serif font are the fonts which are straight. Okay, so first of all, let's look for Helvetica. We are going to open this, and in front of font family, you click, you can find the list of font names with font families. So under sans serif, we are going to look for the font. This is over here is Helvetica. So you click over here, you get to see the font family. Now color is mentioned, we are done. Go to the next. This is H2. Over here, color is mentioned and font is mentioned, and also size and alignment. So blue, red, and green. See, they have written blue first, but actually when entering the color code, you are going to enter 33 for red, for green 00, and for blue you are going to enter 99. Selector plus sign at the selector H2 means a tag H2. So go to the properties, click on text, color, hexadecimal code, you know, is the hashtag, then 330099. And you can see I first mentioned red, which was 33, then green. One, I've entered 2 zeros for green, and then blue at the end, 99. Okay, font family is Arial. We are going to look for Arial. Arial is sans serif. So let's look. Now this is over here is Arial, and the family is sans serif. You click over here, font is defined. Then next thing was 18, size should be 18 and alignment should be right. So font size over here, point size is always in points. You will write 18. Then in front of text align, look for the text align is right. So click on right alignment. Done. Alignment is done, and that's it. Now the next is a P tag. P is a paragraph tag. Color red, green are 00 means they're off, and blue is 08. So go to the selector, click over here, type P for paragraph, and then go to text. Text color means that red, green, and blue. Okay, blue is 08. So first of all, don't forget to put a hashtag, which is important. Then red is off, 00 for red. Then green is also off, and 08 is blue. Okay, so font family. What is the font family? Should be serif font. When it says a browser's default sans serif, it Times New Roman. Sorry, it is Arial. So we will go to font family, click in front of it, and sans serif. Look for sans serif. This is sans serif, which was Arial. Done. Next. 14 points high and alignment left. Okay. Now you know font size. Select, click in front of font size. Font size is always in points. Okay. And over here, it is 14. So I'm going to type in font size. It has up to font size. Yes. This is 14 points. Alignment is text align. This is text align. Click on left. You can see when you click on something, it automatically appears on the style sheet. So it is not that difficult. Now the body. In the body, background color red 99, green is CC, and blue FF. Now you have to add a tag selector. The tag is body. You can see if you write, just type in B, you will be able to see body in the list. You click on it, click to text. Now the color should be in hexadecimal. Put the hashtag and the color was 99CCFF. We will write 99CCFF. And it won't make any difference if you will write CC or FF in lowercase. It is not case sensitive. Okay, so 99 double C and FF. Done. Then what else was there in the background? Just the color. So once we are done with all these tags, we have mentioned all these tags, their properties and values. First column is tags, then the properties, and now these are the values. We have mentioned them in the style sheet, and then we are going to go to File, and we will just click on Save, or you are going to use Control S for Save. With the same name, same given style sheet, you have edited the style sheet. This is called editing the style sheet. The style sheet is always given. You just have to, whatever is written by the examiner, just delete it. And in the same style sheet, create the tags which are given. Then you enter their properties and the values. So you are done with this. You can, it says use the file name, this, followed by your candidate number. Okay, you have to, since it's given, then you have to save it with this file name. Okay, and remember one thing, that whenever you are saving a style sheet with a new name, don't forget File, Save As, don't forget to put a dot, an extension of CSS. So I have given the name, then my candidate number, and dot CSS. This is the style sheet that we have created. Okay, and we are going to save it. Okay, it's done. Then take a screenshot showing the contents of a style sheet and place this in your evidence document. Make sure the file name is clearly visible. Okay, whenever it's, you can now close the CSS designer. Designing is done, and we are going to take a screenshot. We can take the screenshot or use the snipping tool. So if you want to take the screenshot, you are just going to click on print screen, okay? And you can paste it in your evidence document and remove the unnecessary, whatever is necessary, just keep it. But with the snipping tool, if you are using the snipping tool, you click on the snipping tool, click on new. So it says that we require the name as well. So just take snippet until here, and in your evidence document, remove this and paste it. Now, when you paste a screenshot, make sure it is all whatever you have done should be visible, because examiners, they check your style sheet. Okay, so now this is your style sheet. See, name is visible, tags are visible, properties and values are visible. Done. Click on save or Control S. Go back to the paper. Analyze the style sheet started by the trainee and evaluate its contents. Type your evaluation in your evidence document in no more than 100 words. So in your evidence document, we have discussed what were the errors. TH was not required. Then is equal to sign should be, you can elaborate on it, okay, later on. Is equal to sign should be colon, should be like this, colon, where it should be colon, where it's written, it was written border width. After border width, or you can say after a property, the property name, there should be a colon before mentioning the value. Okay, then there was something else was that is equal to sign, then pixels. Pixels should be px. Okay, and the other error was many styles, means many tags were not mentioned. Done. You click on save again. Okay. Now over here, we are done with the style sheet, with the evidence. Now we have to open the file 163manta.html using a suitable software package. Now, suitable software package is the Dreamweaver. Dreamweaver is already open. Now go to File, Open, and in your folder, this is the file which you are going to open, 1631 Manta. Open. Now this is your style sheet. Right now I have to check my views. View, if it is split, then it should be code and design. Okay, next thing. Attach the style sheet saved in step 3 of this web page. So we are going to attach the style sheet. Click on Tools, CSS, and then attach style sheet, browse. Now in your folder, we save the style sheet with the name of 1631 ST and the candidate number. Click OK and OK again. See, the writing or the text has changed. The headings have also changed. Now, replace the candidate number, center number, candidate number with your name, center number, and candidate number. I think this is easy. Over here, you have to write down your name, enter your name, okay? Then, comma, center number, whatever your center number is, and candidate number. Okay, this is done. Next point. Replace the text-based logo here with the image of logo PNG. Okay, first of all, let's go and over here, insert image. We have to find this logo, click OK. And you can see that even PNG file is also inserted over here. Then next thing is this point is done. Make the image 161 logo a hyperlink to send an email message to with the subject line so and so. So in order to send the email, first of all, select the email address. What we are going to do is, just a minute, I'm going to copy it, then it will become easier. Otherwise, you can always type it. Now this logo, first step is to click on it, it will get selected. Now, whenever you are dealing with a web page in the design view, make sure your properties window or properties toolbar is open. So this is my properties toolbar. Now I'm going to select the image, and you can see in the properties toolbar, there is a text box for link. You click on it and you enter the email address. Okay. After entering the email address, first of all, you have to, before entering the email address, I've already explained this, that you have to write MAILTO. Okay. Make sure your spellings are correct. Then put a colon and then the email address. Okay, as you can see, I have entered the email address. At the end of the email address, put a question mark. After question mark, write subject is equal to, now in double quotes, you are going to enter whatever is given in the paper. Now in the paper, it says the subject should be tell me more. So we are going to type in between the double quotes, we are going to type in tell me more. Okay, it's done. And then make sure that in the code, go to view, click on code. In the code, check that, see, it is written href is equal to mail to so and so. Then the examiner look for the subject, whether you have entered the subject or not. The subject is, the format for entering the subject is to, after mail to colon, email address, question mark, then write down subject is equal to, and in double quotes, just write tell me more, or whatever the subject is. Okay. Then it says in image source that we have used for creating this email. This is also a hyperlink for email, is the image. So over here you can see the image. You can also this is image with and everything. Okay, I'm just looking for why this is E over here. Not want E over here. Refresh. We will go back to the view, split code and design. Now, one thing you should always remember is that you will not be able to view your hyperlink or email in the design view. So just a minute. What is wrong with this? Mail to. Okay, I will go back to my code and check. Yes. We don't need this. Refresh and check. Double quotes. And then because what I'm going to do is that I'm going to enter this again, and I have to tell you one more thing over here, that when you insert the image, don't forget one thing, and that is alt option. It is in the properties windows. Every image should have an alt. Alt is the alternate text, and this is required by the examiner also. And this, the purpose of this is that if in any browser the image is not able to upload, then this text will appear to tell the user that what was this image is about, that what is this image is depicting. So right now this image is for the logo. All text over here you have to type logo. Then in the link you will write mail to colon. We will enter the email address. Sorry, email address is TMCP. I will just again copy it. So TMCP TMCP at CIE just okay at CIE.org.uk. Done. Then put a question mark. Subject is equal to double quotes. Tell me more. Close double quotes. Click on the image. Okay. And click on outside this image. Then in order to check this, first of all, Control S, save it, go back to your files, and this was the page. Open and check this page in the browser. Let me see which page I have opened.